Hey friends, I'm here with Harry Kirton.
What's going on? Hello.
My man's vegan,
Yes.
which is amazing.
Always.
First met you at Vegan Nights,
Yeah.
which
yeah.
is awesome. We've been chatting for ages online, and then we actually first finally met.
Stalking
which
each
is-
other.
which is awesome. Always a weird moment when you meet someone online that you've been.
Honestly, it
chatting to
was.
for
It
ages.
was. I didn't expect to
Um,
see you in the crowd.
I'm going to make you a bruschetta today.
Hello.
Super simple Italian dish. It's just like toasted bread. I'm gonna get some tomato on there, some garlic, a little bit of asparagus. I've got some figs as well. They're gonna go on there, then make it nice and sweet. It's gonna
Okay.
be beautiful. So tell me a bit about yourself, bro, because I think most people will know you from Peaky Blinders.
Yes.
That's
probably
where
most
my
likely.
mum knows you from, and she was absolutely buzzing when I said I was going to interview you. And she thinks you're really gonna come into it next season.
Possibly.
So,
Yes. Yes.
So how's that experience been for you so far, in terms of like, just, the whole show?
It's been a big learning curve.
Okay.
I remember I first got it. I was about 15. So, there was an open casting. I was 15. My dad woke up the one Saturday morning and was like, "Hey, do you want to go to this?" And I was just like, "I don't even know what it is. Not that serious about acting just yet."
Mm-hmm.
Did it. Got through. It was literally just people coming up, say something, say your age, where you're from, bye-bye. So it was very simplicity. You know what I mean? It's just the simple things. I mean, I wasn't really good English, but then there was a bunch of stages, and I got to the last one, and the director was there, and he just said, "You got it." So the main thing is Peaky Blinders, and I've been doing that for about 4 years now.
Okay.
About to film the 5th one, end of this month, so end of September, beginning of October. And I have read the scripts. I've read all but the very last one, which I'm going to read sometime soon.
Cool.
Because they get sent in different stages.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've really enjoyed my journey. I've learned a lot. I've experienced a lot of different actors, different methods, the way people act on set. I would definitely say that I've been learning and teaching myself sort of the etiquette of when, where, and how to speak to people. And that's helped me as well with my own journey, because when you're on set, sometimes people just don't want to hear you. Or I know from my own experience, when I'm running lines through my head in a scene, you're trying to get emotion here and trying to plot it out. If someone speaks to you at the wrong time, it can throw you off.
Okay.
So usually, just little things like that. Whereas when I was younger, I would be so excited or too scared to go up to people.
Yeah.
Which happens. But yeah, there's a lot of development that's happened in my personal life and my career, I would say, over the past 4 years. Especially since I moved. I'm 20 now, but I moved when I was 18. And it was exciting. I've learned so much.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, London and growing. Do you know what I mean? I've grown with the show is my point. Sorry.
Okay. And is it like,
it's different?
is it like a family? Like when you're on a show like that and you kind of end up spending some years together, is it like a family vibe, or is it very much professional?
Yeah, you know why it's a family vibe? I would say that the main reason, as much as everyone loves each other, yada yada yada, all that rubbish.
Yeah.
People can have disagreements and arguments, but can also have constructive criticism, and it's a family because you can argue, and then the next minute they're going like, right, look, I'm sorry, blah blah blah, but let's do this scene together. Get in this scene, and I've had moments where people have sat me down and just chatted about random stuff, but had a point at the end of it, and a point about their own acting career, and I've had some lovely, lovely moments with all the other actors and actresses, and I would say it's a family, because they've seen me grow up, especially. You know what I mean? Everyone else is already, they've seen me physically and mentally shift, I think. Because when I first started, I was more lost in the experience rather than being a part of it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Didn't quite have my head round acting, but no, I've learned a lot on the show. I've developed a lot as an actor because of other actors and actresses on the show. And I see that development. Like when I did a short film recently this year, that challenged me a lot, more so in other ways than Peaky Blinders has. So now I'm excited to go back to Peaky and try that out and test the levels that I've gone to. Because on camera, you only really get to try that once, really.
Yeah.
And then if you do scenes that are maybe recurring, you know what I mean, like a fight scene or a business scene, a lot of the stuff in Peaky Blinders that I have is going into a room and announcing things, which is quite funny. But now it's different. Now I'm going on my own missions. I'm fighting my own people, however that may go out. And the business is more so mine. I take hold of that. Well, my character, sorry. I'm that type of person. If people didn't know, some actors and actresses like to say, oh, the character's mine.
Yeah.
Me, we're the same. I'm a little bit different. I like to say that I become not a different person, but that's a different side.
Yeah.
Like there's separation. But that's a whole other subject.
So people on the set, is there many people that, because it's like method acting if you kind of remain in character, isn't it?
Well,
okay.
About that.
Yeah, no, talk me through it, bro.
I got told by, I was talking to one of the actors,
Yeah.
Cillian Murphy. A lot of people may know him as the main character, Tommy Shelby.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were chatting and he made a good point. And bear in mind, okay, I've been to college and I've been, my first, say, any training I ever had was GCSE, year 10 and 11. The second lot of training I've had is my college, BOA, which is in Birmingham.
Yeah.
And I learned a lot there. And I also learn a lot each time I do a series. So the progression is always happening whenever I go on that set. And hang on, what were you on about? Oh yeah, method acting.
Method acting, yeah.
And I was talking to Tommy, I was talking to Kirton, and he was saying, no, people get that wrong. Method acting is just a popular nickname. I'm trying to think of something else. It's like a product, it was like the name of a product that is now the product's called that, you know what I mean? So
like Hoovers.
Yeah,
Hoovers
yeah.
a vacuum cleaner.
Exactly.
And then it becomes Hoover.
Kind of like that. But there's different methods. My method could be, I have to wear a lot of costume and makeup, and I have to, it's more so what method you take. There's Meisner, Stanislavski, and various others that I can't remember because not a lot of them are English.
Yeah.
But method acting is just what helps you transition to that other place that you need to get to. And one of the most famous ones is method acting because it's so peculiar to stay in that forceful mindset. A realization that I had recently, if you don't mind me sort of tangenting.
Yeah, go for it, bro.
I was getting so in tune with meditation and my own sort of finding my own wavelength and really, I don't know, sort of sussing out the energy that I can withstand and keep a positive vibe and just be centered. So method acting can just be as simple as staying in the character and keeping in that mindset. But then I was really thinking about what that does to your organs and my sort of, my aura, my chakras and stuff. And does my body know I'm faking? Because sometimes when I've had an emotional scene,
are you taking that?
I've got very
stress. Are you holding?
Yeah, am I holding that? Because even though I'm telling myself, look, this isn't a real thing.
Yeah.
What's real is what's actually happening.
Yeah.
And I am shouting, or I am crying, or I actually am, I don't know, whispering, being gentle, having a loving scene, having a fight scene. But those things are really happening as much as I tell myself it's fake. But then I realised, well, when I do breath work, when I do meditation, it's an outlet for my either problems or time to reflect on things that I've succeeded at or I've learned. And I'm using acting as that also now to make sure I can release things. So if I have a scene that's about a certain particular thing, I will take a moment to think, how can this help me in a personal way? Instead of freaking out, being like, it's going to change my mood completely. Yeah. Because I love it so much and it feels so right, I need to find a way and the reason why it feels like that. So then I can actually make an executive decision, or should I stay? You know, when you have those moments, you ever have those moments about your own skills, you think, how's this actually affecting me? Whereas when I want to get into music more because that's purely you. If you want to go that route. Yeah. So I really want to sing, possibly rap, and I know people will probably look at me and think like, what? Nah. But I'm into everything. You know, I do all sorts. I skateboard, I make music, I write. I wrote one about her actually. Okay. Yeah. I wrote one about different situations. Okay. Pan too.
And you wrote a song about you?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, spoken word. So I had that spoken word. Now, remember when we were doing theatre, right? And I really enjoy that. So that's purely me, and I realised I still have me because if I can write about such detailed things and such personal things, then I must still have that connection with myself because it's so easy. Like it happens so easily. So I can now use acting as an outlet for situations. You know what I mean? It's nice, it's loving, it keeps that loving aspect instead of going, I have to be this person. Yeah. No, it's fun because you get to understand humans. Isn't that what everything's about? Understanding each other, sharing and going forth. You know what I mean?
Two things then that picked up from what you said, right?
Go on.
When you say isn't it about understanding humans? Yes. You know, when people are surveyed on like a mass level, the two things everyone wants to understand more about is health. So like what they can do with their diet, how they can change their body and stuff like that from their diet. And the other thing is psychology of learning more about their peers or their family so they know more about how they can interact with people and how they can change their like kind of loving relationships.
Okay.
Right? Which is interesting because that's something you're working on through doing that.
Yeah.
The other thing I wanted to pick up on, when you said, how is my acting affecting me and am I holding it in kind of thing if I'm doing like an emotional scene?
Yeah.
Did you know that it isn't just your brain that tells your face what face to make in terms of, you just don't go, I'm happy, and then you smile. The muscles in your face have a return to your brain as well.
Okay.
So if you're constantly smiling, it actually sends that to your brain and says, oh, I'm happy right now. I must be because I'm smiling. Why would I be smiling if I wasn't happy? Similar to like they've done tests with, they put a pencil in people's mouth and they make them watch a cartoon and they laugh more when they've got a pencil in their mouth than when they've not got a pencil in their mouth because it's using them cheek muscles and making them think they're happy.
And they're aware of it being right there.
So 100%, and it's amazing and beautiful, really, I think, that you've come to that conclusion and you're coming up with that yourself, that you're like saying, this is affecting me.
Yeah, because I just realized, I took a moment, I had a period of time where I was just doing things in the best way, not in a, I guess what you would call maybe exploitive way, but just doing things that I enjoyed, just sort of thinking about myself for once, really. And that sounds a bit, but if you understand, sometimes you need to learn to love yourself because then you can go forth and when you want to, not when you have to, when you want to, you can love others properly. Yeah. Because you can have moments where you think, oh, if I don't even enjoy my own company that much, how can I properly give that to somebody? Yeah. Which again helps with acting because you go through so many different levels, and sometimes I've felt things whilst acting that I have never felt in real life. Because people have been explaining the situation to me, and then when something organically happens, it's so weird. I rarely ever have a feeling when I'm acting that I haven't had, but it happened when I was doing this one film. Because I was just talking to somebody about a situation and they were describing it so badly, and then I actually did the situation and it felt so displaced, but then I understood, which is quite nice. Yeah, so it worked both ways for you? So the acting helped you deal with the situation differently? Yes, because then I can learn from that, which is still something that I don't want to give up acting, but it was just something that I wanted to mention because in any art, sometimes you can feel a bit, in a lot of jobs I feel like you can have a filter. On set, they want you to be there, bang on time, if not early, fully ready, 100% to go, in costume, in makeup, on set. You're about to be recorded for forever, effectively, as far as we know. Yeah. So once that's gone, once it's said cut, that's it. Especially when you're not the main, especially when you're not the lead or the director. Obviously, you're not the director because that's not your role. Yeah. So your voice is very little, even though we're part of this. We're a cog in a big machine. I don't like to use sort of stereotypical analogies, but it's true because if you haven't come on time, then everybody else, these bigger cogs that have bigger things to do, will then slow down, and you affect the whole thing. And I'm so bad at getting somewhere on time, so that's something I have to learn. But in doing that, I've learned a lot from acting. So I think it's definitely something I'm going to keep on doing. Going to grow my hair after next season. Yeah, you're going for it. You're going for the number one. I'm talking. I've wanted it for so long. Like down here. It's freeing, bro. It's freeing. It's really I want it so bad. So this is your bruschetta, right? Hello. And this, I call this epic bruschetta, right? Because the ingredients involved. So what you basically do, you char the bread, which if you get a little close up of this, you can see that's nicely charred right there. Then what you do is you get a piece of garlic, crush it like this, and you kind of grate it on the bread. So that gets that nice garlic scent into the bread. I think I learned that recently as well. Yeah, man, you nice sliced tomatoes like that. Jeez. Some really nice ripe fig. Piece of asparagus on top, a little bit of basil, and I've just seasoned it with a bit of pepper. I'm going to give you that one now to have a little bite of, see what you think. Okay. And then I'm going to dish it up for everyone in the room, and then we just all sit down and enjoy it, bro. Pleasure, thanks, man. Jeez. Yes, bro. This looks nice. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yes. It's not the easiest one to eat. It's a little tricky one. It's got that asparagus on top. Shall I now? Yeah, give it a bite, bro. That's it, bro. It falls apart. It falls apart, and yeah, happens to everyone. Whoa. Yeah, you got some flavour in there. Whoa. It's nice, man. It's got the sweetness from the figs, kind of a little bit of tanginess from the tomato. Asparagus obviously brings that super freshness. Yeah. Really nice, unique flavour, and then you got the basil, the pepper. Beautiful. Yeah. Yes, bro. This is Harry Kirton. Absolute pleasure to cook for you today, bro. Pleasure waffling my face off. No, thank you very much for enlightening us on what you go through on a daily basis, how you project yourself on screen and stuff. I'm really looking forward to what's to come. I'll let you know, but I'll give you the inside information. 100%. We'll chat about off camera. That's coming soon.
It's just at Harry Kirton, isn't it, on Instagram?
Yeah.
So you can find him
K-I-R.
there. And I'll put all the information below. Be nice to each other, and goodbye.